this day, and thank you for all the many things that you do for us. Lord, we thank you for discernment. We thank you for free will, but knowing that all things good in our lives can be done if we're paying attention to you and what your will is for us. Lord, please bless each person here, each office representative and staff. Lord, on this wet and rainy day, please bless those that are on the road and maybe having some issues as we've seen this morning. Lord, I want to thank you. Thank you for my time here, my time with these commissioners and this staff. Please bless them and their families as they continue the good work that we've started, that hopefully they will continue it and do the work that is in everyone's best interest. With all these things, I pray in your name. Amen. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Last time for me, at least, for information technology and economic development, we have an economic development project with Secturasoft. I'm going to turn that over to our new economic developer, Jeff Traylor.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
As the rest of the team of the company works their way into the room, I'm just going to give a brief introduction to the project and then turn it over to them to answer any questions that you may have. Secturasoft. Sorry, it doesn't exactly roll off my tongue. It's a software development company with operations in Cincinnati, Ohio, and here in Birmingham, Alabama. Currently located in some soft landing space at the Innovation Depot. They currently have 21 employees here in the downtown area. They are looking at relocating out of the depot and into a more permanent spot within the city of Birmingham's Innovation District, the Switch District, which is in District 2. The move will allow them the capacity to grow their operation, so they're looking at adding about 50 new employees with an average wage of $90,000 annually, and that is exclusive of benefits. So excellent wages there. Which gives us about an annual payroll of about $4.5 million here in the county. The company is requesting a level of incentive support for the project. So the county has proposed a jobs-based incentive that would max out at $159,000 over the course of 3 years to be paid out for those jobs that are paying over $50,000 in wages and stair-stepping up. Clawbacks are included in the draft agreement, so if they do not fulfill their obligations, there will be a repayment mechanism. And the Birmingham Business Alliance has developed an impact analysis to look at the project and estimates that exclusive of incentives, the county would net over $170,000 over a 10-year period off the project. In my review of their analysis, I believe that this is a very conservative estimate because it does not include things such as capital investment in computers and things like that. So the sales taxes that would be generated off of that, personal property taxes, were not included in that analysis. So the net revenues would be over and above that 170 figure. At this point, I am going to bring up Tate Forrester with the company, and he will be able to tell you a little bit more about what they do and answer any questions that you may have.
Thank you, Jeff. Good morning, everybody. Thank y'all for letting us be here today. My name is Tate Forrester, and I'm currently the president and CEO of O'Neill Steel. I also have a P&L responsibility for Secturasoft. Secturasoft is a company that was born out of O'Neill Steel and really revolves around e-commerce efforts in our industry. For those that probably know in here, O'Neill Steel is not a mill. We are a distributor of steel. It is a very archaic and I would call it old-fashioned industry. In 2015, 2016, we introduced e-commerce to an otherwise archaic industry, and it has absolutely taken off. And we developed this software internally at O'Neill Steel and recognized that there is an opportunity to commercialize this and take it out to the broader steel service center industry in the United States, which is a $100 billion a year industry, of which O'Neill Steel is a large player, but there's lots of small players. And fundamentally, what SecturaSoft does is connects buyers and sellers electronically through a platform. It also allows customers to upload prints to get quotes on processed parts that are laser cut or plasma cut, press broken on a press brake, informed, or tube laser parts instantaneously, which is quite frankly phenomenal and industry leading. So currently, SecturaSoft has 21 employees. We have offices here in Birmingham, Alabama, where the majority of our employees sit. We also have an office in Cincinnati, Ohio, where we have 10 to 12 employees. Our intention is to grow our workforce by 50, at least 50, over the next 3 years, and primarily, those 50 will be in the Birmingham area. There may be some additions to our Cincinnati office, but for the most part, our goal is to grow this business in Birmingham, Alabama, where we think, O'Neill Steel has been around for 102 years. It's been a stalwart of the community for a long time. It certainly is still a major player, but as we look to the future, we think industrial technology can be a wonderful next chapter in our company's history, and hopefully continue to help grow the Birmingham and Jefferson County economy. So with that, I don't know if anybody has any questions, or else I hand it over to.
Well, I've got a question.
Yes, sir.
What you described as electronic brokerage is what it is. Are you brokering just your products, or are you brokering products from other areas?
That's a great question. So the reason we needed to break it out of O'Neill Steel was because the opportunity is much greater to broker products for other large players in the industry. And so although it will still be associated with O'Neill Industries, the holding company, it will be a separately owned entity and not necessarily directly associated with O'Neill Steel. So other large players, publicly traded companies like Ryerson and Reliance, all are interested in getting on the platform as well. And so it will be, what we want it to become is effectively revolutionize the steel service center industry, so that the next chapter, this is the toll road with which the steel service center industry operates.
You're putting sellers and buyers together electronically now, where you used to have a sales force that went out and actually called on the different manufacturers, involved in inventory of products in order to have, now you're going, I guess, to maybe just-in-time delivery and working through that. I was trying to understand the concept of that.
Absolutely. So these are all great questions. So we've always been a just-in-time delivery type company. We like to joke at O'Neill Steel that Amazon doesn't have anything on us. 70% of what we sell today will deliver tomorrow from all 18 of our facilities around the country, versus Amazon's Prime a 2-day delivery. But what we sell is a commodity product, and in commodity products, relationships will always matter. So what this is really trying to help do is create efficiencies to enhance relationships. So we will not be reducing, as a matter of fact, O'Neill Steel over the course of the last 6 or 7 years, while we've had this capability in-house, has allowed us to grow significantly. And while we've also added quite a few jobs at O'Neill Steel, as a matter of fact, in 2017, O'Neill Steel had 550 employees. Today we have 800. This technology is allowing us to be more efficient and do more with the same and even more, with fewer. But so the idea there is not to replace people. It is really, it's an enablement tool, and create efficiencies in other parts of the business which are kind of archaic or multi-step, which can then be reduced down to a single step or automated through the platform.
second, but I do have a question too. Y'all are currently at the Innovation Depot.
Yes, sir.
How much space do you guys have there?
3,000 square feet right now, and we're looking to upgrade to what, 5,600 feet, or, yeah, 5,600 square feet in the next thing.
All right, I have a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye. I'm going to abstain. Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Appreciate it.
See you on Thursday.
No, that's it about us. Thank you.
All right, other, I have a number of grants, less grants.
Mr. President. You said you abstained,
I
and so you had two ayes?
Call
roll
roll.
call.
No, I'm just, that just Robert's Rules of Order, I was like, I had two.
I heard her.
You said yes? Okay, all right, as long as that's the case, all right.
You know,
Based on.
do we have another? Okay.
You'll never have a
So-
road out for economic development.
Okay, so it was unanimous with one extension. So,
All right, I have a number of community grants with the State Police Foundation, College Choice Foundation, the Aspen Institute with Commissioner Tyson, the Tanner Foundation, which supports multiple sclerosis research, and then the Red Mountain Park Foundation, which is the new consortium with matching part of a grant with the community foundation.
move 1 through 5. On number 3, I would like to add one for that for match years.
Okay.
With that change.
Pending change from District 3.
I move 1 through 5 with a change in 3.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Aye.
Include you.
I said
Mr. Knight? Please, yeah, let's go back. Let's go back. We do that a lot. We used to do it a whole lot. All right. Finance, Mr. Parker.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Today we have our procurement statement, the normal unusual demand, and cumbrous report, purchasing agenda, and the purchasing and session report. That's items 1 through 5.
Do I have a motion for 1 through 5?
move items 1 through 5.
Motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Next, we have our multiple staff development for VMO to include individual staff development.
Do I have a motion on the budget amendment?
Move items.
A motion and a second, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Let's see, I got some. All right, Board of Registrars, we have some precinct changes for the anticipated, election coming up for a special election. We have items 1 through 5, but on item 4, the precinct 5035, I need a penny to change it to 5100 Bluff Park Methodist. It's right in the back up there. It's just, well, it's almost in my view.
That's a long location.
Yeah. So,
I'll move 1 through 5.
I have a question.
but
Any particular reason why it seems as though we have 5 precinct changes?
because of vacation, I'll answer. Vacation Bible, and there's a couple other places around the renovation. All right, 1 through 5. So move.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. General Services.
Good morning, Commissioners. General Services has one item on the agenda this morning. It's for CMH Architects. It's a feasibility study for the Bessemer Division Circuit Clerk's Office relocation expansion.
Have a motion? Second. And a second. Where is it relocating to?
It's really more, I'm sorry, it's more just an expansion. So, actually, is UAB Task will be possibly relocating from their existing space in the Bessemer Justice Center over to the Bessemer Annex, and the clerk's office will expand into that space. But again, this is just the feasibility study to see if that's actually doable.
Okay. Have a first and second, any further discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Thank you. All right, on revenue.
Thank you.
We have diversified companies doing business as Stevens Condada. Do I have a motion? This is for the sorting mill and. I'll move. Have a motion in a second, all in favor, please say aye. Thank you. I have, a grant from the city of Fultondale for the Fultondale Senior Citizen Center. I'll move.
Second.
Have a motion in a second, all in favor, please say aye. I have item 2, salary adjustment for the.
The item.
Motion is second, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
I do have a motion for a new item of business. Does anybody else have anything that we need to put on this new business? I do. Okay.
This is probably yours, so.
Yeah.
Is Barbara Boulevard?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go for unanimous consent on that.
Second.
Have a motion in a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right, now what this is that the city of Gardendale and the county are going to partner to put a traffic light at Highway 31 and Barber Boulevard intersection. This is coming out of my grant funds that we're going to split with Gardendale as opposed to outlined in the item.
All the item is presented. Second.
Have a motion in a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Alright, that will conclude my report for now.
Okay, we're going back to 53, roads and trans. So, few items, do you will? What do you got?
Good morning, Commissioners. Those 6 items on the agenda. Item 1 is an IGA between the county and the city of Birmingham to pay for Public Road, Queenstown Road, and Amber Hills Road.
Move the item.
Second. I do have a question.
Just now.
So it appears, is this a part of the Northern Belt Line?
No.
It's not? Well, I'm asking you. So there's some kind of connectivity there. Can you elaborate a little bit more on that?
On the northern belt line in that area.
No. Like if Joe is saying that's not a part of it, I just want to get the connectivity because I know you got a couple of intergovernmental agreements. And so it seems as though there's some sort of connection there, if you can explain it for me.
Well, these items that were brought to us, we're paying in the area already, and we have the resources in those facilities. So these,
Gonna pay our crew.
correct, the city reimburses us for the paving of these roads.
Okay, so it's city roads,
Correct.
but they're paying us to pay it for them.
And some of these roads go in and out of city limits. So if we're already out there paving a street that may go in and out of county maintenance, just for the best, for public safety and travel, we'll approach this and present that we're paving the entire street, we're asked to pave the entire street, and they reimburse us for the additional gas.
And obviously, this is not unprecedented. I like that. I think this will be good for all of Jefferson County. In other words, when a city can't pave it, or is not in a position to pay it, or maybe you're in the area at the time, then we can pay the county in order to be able to pay the road. Is that what I'm hearing?
That is correct, that is what's happening on this side.
Okay.
This is not new. No.
Well, it might not be new for you.
No, we are
Been here
getting
for a
paid to
while.
do it though, we ain't doing it for free.
Correct, we're getting reimbursed. I believe this one's $380,000.
Yeah, I seen it in the paper.
No, I just want, what I'm clarifying is just making sure that if we're in an area or if that city is unable to do it, then that city can then, partner with the county to pay for those services in order to get the road paid. Isn't that right?
Correct.
Okay, that's what I'm making sure that I have an understanding
And I'll give you an example. Queenstown Road, up my area. Trussville, Buzz, Birmingham, and I have a piece of it.
paved it in Birmingham a little bit. It's been about coming on board early, but then they come on. So, and that paving's already done.
Queenstown.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So it's a good thing.
Yes, sir.
No, I get it, but that's what I'm like.
I'm of items 1 through 3, since they're all intergovernmental agreements.
That's right. That's right.
All right.
Your turn.
Yeah, I think so. All in favor, say
First
aye.
and second from the beginning.
All right. Recycle.
Item 4 is a contract when the county houses these waste days. This is a contract with ProTech to shred the paper and get rid of the electronics.
Who got it?
Favor say aye.
Aye.
I move 5 and 6.
Second.
5 and 6, I move you work on it.
Yes, sir, we are.
Private enterprise outstripping, I don't know that.
Don't need to vote for you.
All in favor, say aye. We do need to vote. County attorney, you gonna do it? You gonna make it,
I'll move 1 through 13.
there's 13 items, yeah.
Yeah, second.
Second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
County manager, you got PIO, District 3 other business, use grant,
Move items 1 through 4.
okay, got Newtown, Orange County. Got town North Johns, I tell you, North Johns, that's an infrastructure grant for them. So that's a little small community that appreciates everything that we do. I won't come to carry the vote, but I'm gonna talk about these votes because they're good.
Do you have
They need the help.
do you have a number on them? Now, let's see.
And it doesn't have one.
51,818.38.
And there's no way they would be able to get that done without our help. And improving the quality of life in a place that really appreciates. And thank you to the commission for everything you do. Infrastructure grant, city of Hoover, that's 5 and 3. Continue that, and then County Civil Springs with a small amount. I had a motion and a second, I'll put that on. Thank you very much. District 2.
Dr. Hamilton.
Good morning, Commissioners. The first item is the cost of general contractor. This is for the mobile storm shelter, amendment number 1. This project got extended due to COVID and costings supply equipment still that was needed, and put that project on hold for about a year and a half. Nevertheless, we were able to find a contractor in Tuscaloosa, and that project will be complete next month in July 8th, July 8th gives us time to close that project out. Number 2 is urban county requalification project. Every 3 years, we have to requalify the consortium, which gives all of the members the opportunity to leave the consortium if they so desire, or they can actually join. So this just authorizes the commission president to sign all paperwork in regards to that. And then number 3 is with turnkey heating and air, which is funded through our housing rehabilitation program. And it's been paid for with CDBG funds, and we're adding $75,000 to that contract.
Is that a bid contract?
Yes,
With 1 through 3.
Second, but I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So, is this for only number 3, the turnkey heating and air? Is that only for residents in or properties that are in unincorporated Jefferson County?
Yes, it's in our consortium, which is all of the county with the exception of Birmingham, that's one.
Okay, so if you don't mind, I want to get more information on this particular program.
Sure.
And you say that you're adding 75,000 to that?
Yes.
Are any other additional dollars needed?
No. So, as we kind of deplete those funds and we have additional money, we add it to it because it's an emergency need for the citizens of the county. Like, my HVAC went out, so they just called us and referred to this.
Okay, one other quick question. storm shelter. Community development is over there, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the placement of those.
Yes, sir.
All right, and so I'd like to get with you about that too.
Okay.
In terms of, we just had a mass meeting, in unincorporated Jefferson County. And that was one of the things that, one of the items that came up was storm shelter in an area that has been, been hit by a storm, but we have no storm shelter. And it's in unincorporated Jefferson County.
Where is it? Go back.
Barstow.
Park.
It don't have a storm shelter.
Fortunately, it's in our consortium, but, you know, you've got two types of storm shelter. You've got general fund, and the one that we're talking about here is CDG. So if we do it in Forest, it has to be at least 51% of the beneficiaries being voted on.
But they were hit, 2011, or they not?
Forest, I think so.
So they qualify for those?
Yeah, we obligated all those funds, those CDG GTR funds.
Yeah, well, and that's what I wanted to find out in terms of, we need to do something, just because of the fact that even though the funds have been expended, they still have a need, and that came up in the meeting. Yes, sir.
Then Burke, second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye. Who that?
Item 1, first, second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye. Public Works, Community Services, and Intergovernmental Relations. Board of Equalization, we have no items. Environmental Services, we have 2. Is that David? You want to speak to those 2 items if there are any questions?
I'll put 1 and 2.
You walk slow.
At least I got it this time.
Yeah. You don't have a second.
As we move, items 1 and 2 have been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye. General retired, retirement
Let me
system.
ask real quick, David, on this Homewood, sewer rehab, is that something that's just needed, or is there a defect?
This is to address defects, essentially. It's a pretty large diameter line that runs kind of through downtown Homewood down to Shades Creek.
Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing?
No, no. No, just some corrosion in that line. But it's probably 40 years old too.
It's been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye. All right, that carries. We have no items for general retirement system of Jefferson County. Human resources, we have 2 items. Does anyone have any questions?
I move it.
Okay, items 1 and 2 have been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye. All right, we have nothing from the compliance office, nothing from the personnel board. District 1, we have a community grant. Any questions concerning that grant?
I move it.
All right, second? All right, it's been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
That ends my report, thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. A very smooth thing last committee meeting.
Well, we're saving our hour for Thursday.
I think we probably need to give them a little time to reflect, give you the microphone.
I'll do that on Thursday.
You gonna do that on Thursday? All right, y'all all come back Thursday. Everybody that's here has got to show up again Thursday, okay?
For those of you that won't be here, I'll do a bit before giving the politicians my credit. It has been a distinct pleasure to work with each of you. And I have great respect for each one of you in the manager's office and fellow elected officials, because this is not an easy job, and people think it's an easy job. We do a lot of respect and gratitude for the work that we have done. And I know that you'll continue and carry on, and whoever's in this seat hopefully will be reasonable, and everybody will be able to continue to get along and do some big stuff with refunding and a lot of the guidance still left in benefit, so. And to all the employees, this stuff doesn't get done without you guys. And so, very appreciative of you guys, and the support that you've given us, and me. And, I look forward to the next chapter and hopefully still working with all of you in a non-lobbying way. Is that right? Did I say that right? I love this place and I love this county and what we do here. And so I look just forward to continuing to serve at a different level and still working with you guys on a regular basis.
What commissioner would like to say anything? Do you have any?
I'll say something.
Yes, ma'am.
Well,
So you best pick it.
and I'll also say what I'm gonna say on Thursday, but, I wish you well. And, I hope that as you go into your new endeavor, that prayerfully, you will do well. And that, when you think of economic development projects, because you do have a sense of where we are as a county, that, you'll be very deliberate in some of the things that you do. I think the key to the success of you being there is going to be doing something that hasn't been done before. So you're still young, you got a lot of life left in you, and I expect a lot of creativity from you. So thank you.
Do you? We'll talk on Thursday.
Yeah, yeah. I want everybody to be practicing the song.
We hope you have some food.
They're not the lights, the party's over.
No, it's,
Now there's visions on your way out.
now it's time to say goodbye.
You
All
all?
our cut with E. STEEKANAMONS or whatever.
Yeah.
What you got?
There you go.
Yeah, well, I'd just like to add to Steve, really appreciate your kind-heartedness, your generosity, your encouragement, the way you go about doing business has been extremely pleasurable to work for you. It's been extremely busy to work for you, but we're going to miss you and thank you for the way you interacted with us and really appreciate it. I know you do well in your next role. You've done well at and I'll bring the jokes on Thursday.
We'll be able to.
All right, guys.
I want to make one announcement about, we're having in family court, we will be putting a book vending machine, for the children, and they get a token, and they can actually put in the machine, and they come out like buying chips. They get a book of choice, and they can actually pick their book. So this is a new thing that they have out, and we will be giving one with installed today. I think it's a wonderful.
I'd like to recognize the sheriff's office has two representatives here. Good to see y'all today.
Glad to be here. Very much.
You have anything, any news from the sheriff?
Nothing today?
Well, no news.
We're not being, but
So-
I think my calendar is so used to it.
Thursday.
Thursday? Okay.
After the meeting.
All right.
That works?